this is chapter 4, and we left off, as we were talking about, in a small cavern. I'm just going to go ahead and switch the scene on Foundry. Let me see, where is it? This one, I think. Activate. Let me know if you can see that. You should be able to see it, I think. Kind of in a cave there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Luke is off scouting. It's the wee hours of the morning, and you hear in the distance some Germans screaming. Let me get some music going in the background. Oh, there is already. It's down here. Whoa. All right, there it is. Okay, so what we're going to do, if you have fatigue, go ahead and check on your character sheet. I know some of you definitely do, and some of you, I don't know who doesn't, but I know who does. So Frank, you have some fatigue, so we might as well just do yours first.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is make me a, let's see which is best for you. It's going to be brawn plus resilience. So go ahead and make me a skill check. As you might remember, go ahead and click on the resilience there under your skills, and it will start to roll. You have 2 fatigue right now. So if you roll greater than a 1, you can spend that momentum to lower your fatigue even further.
All right. No success.
Nope. So what I'm going to do temporarily is I'm going to lower your stress. Actually, I'm just going to just make it easy and give you 2 stress as your maximum stress now is 7 for the remainder of this session. So you do not get enough sleep. So that's what fatigue does. It lowers your maximum stress. So that is a maximum. You can't heal that. Instead of me just changing your top number and forgetting to change it back, I don't want to do that. So, all right, makes sense.
Cool.
Who else has
that? I do have that talent,
Yeah, but-
resilience stick
Yeah,
of drink.
but
if
that
does
is for
anything.
regaining normal stress. Like if you
Okay.
lose it. So this is like your maximum stress. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, here, just so there's no confusion, I'll just do it that way. So here you go. Now you have 7 of 7. Okay.
Cool.
So let's just remember that you had 9 of 9 originally.
Yeah, I'll write that in notes.
So you are at 7 of 7. Let's see, George, do you have any fatigue? You do not.
Nope.
Lena, do you have any? No, you don't.
No.
So it's going to be Sartaj. I'm going to roll for you, Zypher.
Yeah, better than... Can't be worse than what he was rolling last.
So he has goodwill, so will, resilience. This I have high expectations for this roll. Yep, here we go. Oh yeah. So he would 2 successes perfectly. Both his fatigue is gone. He is at 0 fatigue, so he's back to health. And I think I'll just do it for Luke's just in case. And so we'll do his is best brawn resilience. So we'll do this. And he would get 1 fatigue back, so he's at full. So all the fatigue is taken care of. Injuries is not something you can handle right now. If you are injured, you are just injured until you can get some proper care. All right, so you hear the calls of these Germans, run, run, and they're speaking in German, not in English, but those who can understand German hear this, and they are getting closer. From as a map perspective, up this way somewhere, coming from that direction, you're inside the cave. This cave does dead end in the back, so there's no really where to go. And I'll let you guys take it away.
Lena looks at the others and unholsters her rifle. What are they running from, you think?
George kind of rubs his chin and Says after what we've seen, I dread to think. But we should be wary. Either they might run this way, or whatever's chasing them might come this way.
Well, whatever is coming this way, if they come through this tunnel, then, well, they will be met with a special greeting, I suppose. And she starts loading the rifle.
George is kind of ducking back behind the kind of pillar of rock. Yeah, the kind of sort of outcrop of rock there, that kind of corner that's jutting out, and kind of watching along in this direction.
I can't move my person.
Oh, really? Yeah, it looked weird. Let me see if I can... Let's see.
Says the game's paused.
Oh, is that
There we
right?
go.
Why?
Well, now it's on. Now I can do it. Thank
Okay.
you.
Frank, I think he takes another drink from his vial, and he's looking at the bag or the jar with the tadpole thing in it, the creature that was stolen from the cave. And then he's thinking about it. He's like, maybe that thing's come looking for this.
No, I think it will, perhaps, but it is just a little thing. What of the parchment? We haven't really gotten a chance to take a good look at it, have we? What was in the scroll case?
I don't remember, to be quite honest. I don't think so. I don't think
we've
I don't
had
think
a
you've
chance.
opened it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, Lena's carrying it, so she's gonna. Well, she's if the voices pass by the cave, she'll take a look at it. But I mean,
I was about to say,
it's not
that's
time
something
to
horrible
crack
to you,
open
and
a
then the
book.
Germans walk in.
I'm reading, can't you tell? How rude.
Yeah, the voices get closer and closer, and I know that at least two of you can speak German, and you hear one of them say, "Hide in the cave."
They're coming. Frank will try to get some cover and pull out his pistol.
Yeah. George will sort of nod to the others. Say, well, we need to make this unhospitable for them. We can't run. At least we have cover. And they have an enemy at their backs by the sound of things. Good luck, everyone.
Yep.
And he's going to hide.
Lena's in a crouch, waiting for a face to become visible.
Yeah, Sartaj, what are you doing?
If you're here,
Sartaj would actually be sleeping in the corner. He's a little bit oblivious to what is happening. He, after a couple of near-death experiences in the waterlogged cave, when they find this this new cave, he just finds a corner, and then just curls up, pulls his blanket over, and just goes to sound sleep. And he doesn't wake to the rest of the people setting up for the ambush in the cave. I guess he would most likely wake up the first time, maybe the first shot or the first
Sure.
exclamation, something like that. Yeah.
If George noticed he was sleeping, though, he'll quickly move over and with his foot he'll kind of tap Sartaj on the foot.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, Master George. What's
Just George will shh, and then kind of cup his hand to his ear so that Sartaj will hear the German voices getting closer.
The moment Sartaj hears the voices, he jumps up, kind of backs all the way into the cave and pulls up his rifle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I think he has rifle as well. Yeah. I think it's an Enfield 303 or something like that.
It's
And
Enfield. I think it's Enfield something or another. Yeah.
yep, sweet. Yeah. So he gets ready, and he's preparing for a fight. This cave was hard enough to find. He is not going to try to convince people to do anything anything other than fight for their lives at this point.
Yeah. So let me just do one thing here. Okay. So the Germans head around the corner, and you can see them as they're kind of hustling in down at the bottom of the cave. So the way initiative works in this system is like all 2d20 games is one of you guys, well, I guess I wouldn't say all. One of you guys go, then I go, then you guys go, then I go, unless you do specific momentum spins. I just removed a momentum for your pool as the scene has changed, and so you have 2 momentum and I have 5 threat. And whoever wants to go first can go first.
I think Lena would see. I mean, she's got the rifle, which is longer range, and she's probably got the best view, so I'll go.
Okay, so you are range, so let's do. Oh, you know what? This kind of stinks. I can't. Okay. So we're not using zones specifically. So what we'll do is we'll measure out the range from you to them. The first guy, you're 5 meters away. Okay. And that is for this. That is close range. So
Okay.
if you're at close range, and I believe your gun is a medium range gun, is that right?
Yes.
Then you're at +1 difficulty, so it's going to be a difficulty 2.
Oh, so it's harder for me because
It will be
it's a
hard.
medium
Yes,
range.
if you're not in your optimal range band, it's harder.
Okay, that's fine.
Now you can do things like these minor actions, like aim, for instance, might be a good option for you on this at least.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
Okay, so that would give you an extra die when you roll. So to do the best way to do this is to go to your gear and then click your actual rifle and click the under focus where it says rifles, and it'll bring up your box to shoot, and select 3 dice instead of 2, and then you should just be able to click roll and it'll do everything automatically. So if you click, you see okay, Lee Enfield rifle over there where it says rifles and there's like a die by it. Under gear.
Focused rifles.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
If you click
Right,
that,
so,
that brings up a dialog box, and click the 3 there. And then if you click roll after that, you should roll 3 dice.
okay, but what is it? Coordination? Yeah.
Yeah, it
automatically
defaults to what it should be. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we have a success, first of all. So that's a difficulty 2. So you generated 1 momentum. What would you like to do with that momentum? Oh, I guess you should roll damage. So roll damage. So go ahead and click under stress where it says 6 + 0. If you click that, it'll tell you how much damage you do to them.
Wait, roll where it says what?
Okay, on your character sheet.
Oh, on my character sheet.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you see where it says stress? Underneath focus range. Oh, okay, we're still in gear, right? So
stress. Yep.
6 tentacle + 0 tentacle. Click that. And then that should, there you go. So you did 5 damage, and then you can spend momentum. You generated 1 momentum. You have a complication, which I'm probably going to have your gun jam.
Okay.
So that would be, I think it's, I'll have to look, but so you did 5 damage against this guy. You can do things like there's momentum spins in the book on page, the best ones. Let me see. Is this the player friendly? Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I'll give you a page.
Okay.
Action. This is the first combat, so we'll just go through it slow. It's on page 37 for the conflict momentum spin, so this is kind of like an after you shoot type of thing in most cases. And then there's some, I put in the house rules as well. Let's see, where's that? Oh yeah, called shot, reroll damage, swift action, withdrawal, and you can see those in the. These are also.
Okay. Can you re-roll only the ones that missed, or do you have to re-roll the
Yeah,
whole
you can
thing?
re-roll just the ones that missed. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that because
Okay. So that costs.
I don't know. Cost 1?
Yeah,
Or
that
2?
costs 1. Reroll damage. I think. Let's see. Where is that one? That one's in the ones I showed, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
what is it? It says reroll damage costs 2. So you
Oh,
you
okay.
would spend the one that you generated and then
Right.
one
Right.
from your pool.
Okay.
So did you click on the blank ones and hit reroll?
I did.
Okay, so you just rolled blanks again.
I guess.
Yeah, you must have. Okay, so your weapon has no effects, so it does 5 damage, and he has 2 armor, so he takes 3 stress. So how does it look as he kind of comes around the corner and you wing him as you hit him? He's just not in the greatest range for you right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he comes around the corner and there's light behind him, but his, buddies are all kind of crowded behind him too, and so they're kind of blocking off light coming into the cave, and so things have grown very dim. But it's a narrow aperture, and so she fires and she can tell she hit, but she can also tell it wasn't a kill just by the cursing. And
Yeah, that same.
she,
Mhm.
and my weapon jammed.
Yeah, your weapon did jam, so that's going to be a major action next turn to clear
Okay.
it.
Yeah, she starts thinking about backing up as she tries to get the next bullet into the...
Yep. All right, this guy actually is just he yells as he's been stabbed or shot. Sorry, he's in medium range. Let's see what the movement is. I think that's a. He's gonna charge you with his bayonet, I think. Rush. You can sprint as fast as you can, make it difficult to move anywhere within long range. Okay. So he can move within medium range as a minor action. So you are within medium range, and he's going to move straight up to you. He Scheiße! and moves right there. Right there. And then he's going to try to stab you with his bayonet, which is his major action. Here we go. I don't think that's right. Let me just make sure. Try to get this as quick as possible, but melee. And I am keeping track on the initiative tracker too. Whoever has a 1 next to their name, it'll put them at the top. You've already went, so I'll do that for everyone. That's the second tab, or the second thing over there. So it is agility fighting. Okay, so he's going to roll. Did it roll? It did. Difficulty 1. That is 2 successes. Generates 1 threat. Let's see the damage before I decide anything here. 3 damage. I'm going to piercing 1.
I have 1 armor. What
Yeah,
does that do?
piercing 1 goes through it.
Okay.
So I'm going to not use my threat, and he'll give you 3 damage. So take 3 away from your stress. As he kind of comes up and he stabs at you with his bayonet, how does it look as he stabs you? Describe it.
She's fumbling around with the, trying to eject the cartridge and load a new one, and it's just jammed, and the guy's on her before she really even knows it, and uh, she had been in kind of a crouched position, and he's got a knife in his hand, and he, was slashing down toward her, and she blocks it with the rifle, but it still leaves a deep gouge on her arm.
Yeah, it's a bayonet at the end on the end of his rifle, so he kind of tries to like, stab with it, right?
Oh, the bayonet, yeah.
All right, one of you, whoever would like to go.
George, you want to go?
Yeah, I was just looking who's best off. Okay. Yeah, I think I can. Can I get an angle on that guy?
Yeah,
It's
you
just-
can shoot that guy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I slip out and just kind of poke my head out around the corner and just try and shoot him with my pistol.
You want to try to aim as well?
Yeah, definitely, because I don't want to hit Lena.
Yeah. So you get 3 dice when you roll.
Okay, and I've got handguns.
Yeah. If you have any talents that help, just let me know. I don't
I don't know
think
whether
you do.
silent killer will help because I don't think he's seen me yet. Let's go with personal truth, admittedly, but is a talent one of the kind of highlighted?
The talents are like so. If talents, you'd be like, I'm gonna say no on since Lena already shot. I would say no on silent killer.
Okay.
I don't think anything you have applies. That when I look.
Okay, no worries. So 3 dice, agility, and roll.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
so nice.
Ooh.
So he was. What's your range on your gun?
Let me have a look. Gear.
4 meters.
So yeah, range is close.
And you are. Let me see range. You are in close range, so that's perfect for you. Difficulty 1, so that is 4 successes. So that's you generate 3 momentum. Go ahead and roll your damage to see what happens there before we decide what momentum spends.
Nice. And I'm there's not much point using a silenced pistol when.
Oh
when
yeah, I
yes,
mean,
I'm
yeah,
using the Luger.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it says number of dice 5, so let's roll that.
So yeah, you can re-roll all your dice with 2. That's probably what you
Yeah,
want to
reroll.
Yeah.
do. So spend 2 momentum there.
2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. 4 damage. 3 effects. I don't think does your gun have any effects on it? Probably not. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So this guy. So he takes 2 more stress. That is enough. That is not enough to do any. To put him down. Yeah. How do you wing this guy? He's got.
Yeah.
Pretty thick
So-
clothing on.
So he's kind of only partly visible past Lena, so I take a shot at the only thing I can do, which is kind of hit him in the shoulder. And because I'm being very careful not to hit Lena, I'm kind of just wing him in the shoulder.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Let me see what medium range is again. How far this guy can move. He can move up to 20 meters. Okay, so he's probably gonna go all the way in.
Is this cave dark at all? Is it getting dark back here?
I would say you guys had a fire or something in here that illuminates it. Keep it simple. So yeah, he's gonna be able to get anywhere in the cave he wants. So he's gonna move up to Lena as well. And he's also gonna try to stab her with his bayonet. All right. Let's see here. Bayonet attack. Just normal. What do we roll? Complicated. So he misses. So that's good. And a complication, he drops his gun, drops the whole rifle. So he doesn't have a rifle anymore. I'm just gonna actually delete it from his sheet. So how does that look, Lena, as he tries to stab you and drops it?
He's running up here, but he's got the same problem that I do, where it's just so dim and dark, and he can't see what he's doing. And as he's raising the bayonet, he hits the, like a little outward jutting part of the top of the cave, and it knocks it out of his hands as he's trying to swing it.
All right, Frank, would you like to go?
Yeah. Let's say Frank is gonna use his pistol. Does he have a clear shot on this guy?
Oh, sorry, hold on.
I think you might have to move.
You have to move, I think. Yeah. It's too severe of an angle through Lena.
Okay. If he can move up to her and like maybe aim around her or something, I'd like to like get her away from these assholes, but maybe just like shoot.
Well, she already roleplayed that she was crouched, so I'd say you could move there and shoot over her shoulder if you want. Just don't have a complication. So you have so all your difficulties are +1. I think you are in so you're in 2 meters. This might not be, so you're in reach range technically. You might not want to be there. Actually, I'm going to change that. It doesn't make sense. Reach is 1 and everything else is close. Yeah, you're in close range.
Okay, so he's got the handgun, and I also have a rifle, and he'll say,
You can use it.
he'll shout to Lena, my rifle, take my rifle. When he gets up there, because he notices hers jams, and then he'll just aim over and try to shoot this guy that's already wounded, I guess.
Yep, you can definitely do that, and that would be so you're in optimal range. So difficulty 1, difficulty 2 because you're injured.
Okay.
So you move, so no aiming.
All right. I just go to gear and hit the handgun.
Yeah, go to gear and then yep. You get the Enfield 2 service rifle, right?
Yep. It was the thing in the day.
Okay, that's a good roll. So that's you generated 1 momentum. Go ahead and roll your damage. That's under the stress part there. Okay, 5 damage. So just so you know, this is going to kill this guy. As he, oh no, this guy's different. So okay, so it does 5 damage. This guy's not the one that's hurt. The one that's hurt is diagonal.
I meant to shoot the guy that was hurt.
Oh, you want to shoot diagonal? I don't. You could go back up here and do it then.
Okay.
Yeah. So that would kill that guy. So how does it look as you kill him?
Yeah, he'll come up and be like, Lena, take my rifle, and then and fire overhead, hitting the guy in the jaw, and he falls back, blood spurting out of his mouth. What could I do? Anything else?
You can move now. You can do a minor action. You could move. You could.
Could I maybe give my gun to her or something, so she doesn't have to waste?
Or maybe like that between my minor and his minor.
I think probably so. Hold on. Let me, this is the player's guide. Minor actions. Draw an item. I think that's good enough. Prepare.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you can hand over your German rifle to her. I don't know that there's any difference. Let me just make sure there's no stat difference.
Is that what you were using before?
No, it's not the
was
same.
really-
Oh, okay.
6. And
It's got 5 plus 0 stress.
Well, oh, so it's one less. We'll just let me just add it real quick. That's fine.
Salvo vicious.
Yeah, everything else is the same. 1 second, I'll just do it.
Well, he'll offer it to her if she needs it.
That's fine. You're gonna take it, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
spend any action to do it, but
Okay.
she gets the Wazir.
Yeah, what is that? The
but-
Gewerer.
well, that's a Z. I'm sure the W's pronounced Z. That's all I know.
The Zawar.
So that's fighting rifles, medium, and then salvo is vicious. Vicious 5. Why are these so loud?
It was pretty loud.
Yeah. Let me do global volumes, like they're almost all the way down. Anyway. Okay. All right. So you have that weapon now. It's one of their turns. I'm gonna have. He's gonna come in. What's he gonna do? He comes into here. He's gonna just try to shoot Lena from close range. German officer. He has a Luger. I'm gonna spend a threat to buy an extra die. So he's gonna roll 3 dice. Miss. So as look, as this guy comes in the cave and shoots at you, you're like it's like crazy right now all around you. Gun fired over your shoulder, you know.
He's firing just as this guy's collapsing to the ground, and you can't see where all the little corners of the walls are, so like you hear the shots go off, but it just pings into the side of the cavern. You can hear it, kind of ricochet, but never makes it to her.
And Cypher, you are here, it looks like, correct?
Yep, I'm
Alright.
here.
Just let me know what you want to do.
There is an unarmed guy here that you need to stab, please.
Wait, the one next to you?
Yeah, he dropped his gun.
Can I get him from where I am?
You can move to him, yes. Yeah, you're all within medium range.
Okay, so then I would like to move. What the fuck?
Can you just pull your guy over there?
No, wait. How do I? Ah, gee.
I gotta do something about this. Sorry.
Wait. How do I uncheck the
Uncheck.
the distance?
Click the select tokens. It's the top right one next to token controls, not the measure distance. So on the left handle under the anvil.
Yeah. Click that.
The select tokens.
Yeah, select tokens. Okay.
And it's still not letting you move them.
No, now I can move.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, why have I have 3 tokens on my screen? Shit. Okay. Anyway.
That might be just my mistake. I don't know.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna move there.
Yep.
And
3
then
Sartages.
3 Sartages. That's how I. What the fuck? Wait, it went all black now.
Really?
Ability.
What?
It looks good on my.
Wait, let me refresh.
Yeah. I see 1 Sartaj, but he's still sleeping.
Okay, so now I can use my knife.
Yeah, you can definitely use your knife.
Okay, and okay, yeah, and roll. Yay! Nice.
Oh, nice. So that's difficulty 1. So you generated 2 momentum. Go ahead and do your damage, and then we'll figure out.
When I click on the damage, it says number of dice 3, correct?
Yes.
2 + 1, 3.
Oh wow, 5 damage.
Oh my gosh, nice.
Persistent. I don't know how is that persistent, but
The wound follows the person into the afterlife.
It has a lingering effect. X stress. Oh, effects rolled. So he would Oh no, no effects rolled. So no. I guess it's a bleeding thing. So that would be none. Is there any momentum you would like to spend? Right now he's taking 5 damage.
I want to spend both my momentums.
Yeah. What would you like to do with him? You can do. You can just straight up add damage. That's a. Let me see what that one is. I think it's 1 per 1. Yep. Bonus damage. Each
Yeah, twist that
momentum
blade.
adds +1 to the attack damage before the rest are rolled. This option can be used 3 times. That's weird. For a total of
Yeah, make it 7 damage. Fuck this guy.
Hold on one second. Yeah, like look at this. This is weird. Bonus damage. Each damage spent +1 to the before the rest are rolled. Huh. I think you got to roll 3 dice. 3 in this one. You can't just add it on top, which is strange. But I guess it's just you want me to roll the stress dice for you, since I know you guys don't have that option for whatever reason.
Yeah, please roll the stress dice for
Sure.
me.
Well, that's good enough. That's 3 extra damage, and
Hey.
2 effects. So if it didn't kill him, it does. So that's let me make sure. 8 damage. He has 2 armor. That puts it at 6 stress. That gives him an injury, and he is dead.
Fafik
Thank you, Sartaj.
Pumpernickel.
How's it look as you knife this guy to death?
Yeah, so he sees, George, Frank, Lena shooting and these Germans coming through, and he sees that Lena is surrounded, and he kind of screams, Madam Lena, duck! And then he comes running past George, um, and as he's just close to the German infantry, he pulls out his knife from under one of his coat pockets and slices it upwards, catching the jugular and spraying the entire walls and ceiling of the cave with the German's blood.
The last German comes in, kind of comes in here, side by side. I'm gonna get rid of these guys. We know they're dead. They're just kind of cluttering my space. And he has I would say he has a shot at Sartaj, George, probably Alina with cover, because he's kind of right there. He just sees Sartaj knife this guy. He's gonna try to shoot Sartaj. And he's going to be at a difficulty 2 because he's too close. He's within 2. He's close. So he is going. He has a rifle. So this is a difficulty 2. He moves. So that was his minor action. Here we go. Oh boy. So that's 1. He generated 1 momentum. So it is a success. And then let me roll his damage. Is there anything I want to do before?
Does Sartaj have any armor?
Find out. Oh, do you have any armor, Sartaj?
Yeah, I do. 1 minute.
He's gonna re-roll these. Oh.
It says resistance 2, restriction 2, flak armor.
So you. Let me go. Let me just look and see. It should be right near it. It should be. Yeah, you have three armor. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 armor.
None of it gets through. I re-rolled. I spent 2 threat to re-roll damage, and no, it doesn't get through. It just wings you and doesn't hurt you at all somehow. So how's that look? As that guy shoots, but nothing happens.
Yeah, he shoots and Sartaj is kind of in a battle frenzy and he's moving about, and the shot kind of goes past his ear. It kind of got him in his neck, but he moved just in time. And he shouts, even in this place, God protects me.
And the next, it's whoever wants to go. We're at the top of the round, so.
I'll go again. If you... So moving is a minor action, right?
Depends how far you move, but in this scenario where you can move within medium range for a minor action, correct?
Okay. And aiming is a minor action.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to
Don't forget
aim.
your fortune if you want to use them. Not saying you have to, but
I only have one fortune. Let me...
now you can spend one momentum to take an additional minor action, so you could do that.
Okay. We'll see how this goes, but I'm gonna shoot this guy,
Which one are you going to shoot?
the officer.
Okay, difficulty 2 because you're too close. Or are you going to aim or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now am I... Okay, 3.
Did we just go down momentum from 6?
Yeah, because Sartaj spent 3.
Oh, okay.
So that's a success, generating 2 momentum. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh wow,
Pladow.
damn. Let me see.
2 effects.
Yeah, she doesn't have the gun doesn't have any effects on it though.
But that's 7 damage.
Yeah, well, it's 7 damage, and he has 1 armor. This guy's a trooper, so it kills him.
Yes.
He's dead. As it look as you shoot this guy, dead.
This is all happening so fast. She dropped her rifle as Frank was handing her the other rifle, and she just kind of raises it to her shoulder. And something about the weight and heft of it just really suits her. And she targets the German officer who's visible past the corpses of his comrades and fires, hits him right between the eyes.
All right, I'm gonna make a resilience roll here for this guy because he just saw his whole unit get mowed down. So let me see here. That would be probably Will. Difficulty 1, we'll say. He doesn't generate any momentum, but he is still he's a true believer in the German cause, and he is going to. I'm going to use a salvo. Let me remember how that works. Salvo attack. Okay, so that's page 99. Bear with me. 99 salvo.
What is salvo?
I'm looking. It's so each most weapons have a salvo attack. Basically, it's you get the effect listed under salvo.
Gotcha.
I think that's really all it does. It expends one ammo. Okay, so he makes a salvo attack against you, Sartaj or Lena, probably Lena. So he's in close range. So it's going to be a difficulty 2.
Is he moving? Because I've
N-
got kind of cover from him where
yeah,
he
he
is.
might shift over his dead
Yeah.
dead comrade here, and he's going to do a salvo attack, which is vicious. So he cannot aim. I'm going to spend 1 momentum for an extra minor action, so he will aim. And then... no, that's all I'm gonna do. Okay, here we go. Yep. All right, 2 successes, so that hits.
Ouch.
So he's gonna roll damage. Pray for no effects. 1 effect. So vicious. What does vicious do? Bear with me. Vicious. Vicious is. I think vicious gives an extra. It's been too long. Oh, there it was.
Wait, Lena.
The attack or
you had to-
hazard is potent. Add 1 to the stress for each effect rolled. I'm gonna. Yeah, you take 4 damage. What's your armor?
1.
Okay, so you take 3 stress. That's not enough to give you an injury or anything. So yeah, he like just he starts shooting quickly, like bolt action quickly, reloading it and shooting just a boom 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 boom, and 1 hits you in the leg. For the motherland. And then it's whoever else wants to go.
That was you, George.
Yeah. Have I got a shot from here? It's a bit narrow, but I think I have.
Yeah, you got one.
Okay, so same thing again. I'll take aim, and then I'm gonna shoot. So that's an extra die, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
That is a
One
hit.
success.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, you've done 3
Let's-
so far. You have 5 momentum in the pool.
Yeah, go ahead and give him some more damage.
Yeah, just re-roll those 3.
Yep. And you
Yeah.
spend 2 momentum for
Yeah.
that. There you go. 6 damage.
Okay. Nice.
So that is, so he's got that, so that gives him 4 stress. So you do, it doesn't kill him. How does it look as you do injure him badly though?
Yeah, once again, George has got a very restricted field of view, so he just takes aim at whatever body part he can hit, and he kind of hits him in the thigh. So the German soldier kind of gets hit and kind of has to lean hard against one wall of the cave, but he is still up, bleeding heavily, but still up and fighting.
And Sartaj or Frank, it is your turn. You don't have to go in order, it can be however you want it.
Yeah, Sartaj will go next. He will run up to the German infantry guy and stab him.
Yeah, you miss, unfortunately. He kind of is falling backwards from the Luger shot he takes, and he just kind of just barely gets his rifle in the way of your knife and kind of pushes you back on the chest right as you're coming in. And Frank, what would you like to do?
Frank's going to run up there and charge him as well with his entrenching tool.
Yeah, you would need to spend momentum to pull it out and
Okay.
move.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. So you spend 1 momentum for that, and then you can smack him with a thing.
What is it?
It's
shovel.
It's a
It's a shovel. It's a shovel.
It's
I think
your
that's what they
portable
are.
latrine.
Yeah, Tritchy. I assume it's a shovel.
there it
3
is.
successes.
Yeah, so that's definitely a hit. And you generated 2 momentum. Go ahead and roll your damage. You know what? Melee attacks, I think, are opposed. I think I've not been doing that correct. Hold on 1 second. I'm almost positive they are.
Well, I took some damage from melee too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I just want to know. Yeah, let's see. Melee with a difficulty 1 opposed by. Yep, it sure is. Okay, that's fine. So you hit him. You do 3 damage. What would you like to spend any momentum? Would you?
Yeah, did I gain some momentum for that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
you
spend
you
the
have
2.
2.
Throw it in more damage.
So then I'll just roll the stress dice for that if you're just gonna do that.
Yeah.
And that's 2 more damage, so that's 5 damage. Let me see where this guy is. Yeah, that's -2. Please, that kills him. How does it look as you beat him to death with a shovel?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Frank, he sees Sartaj running up there, and he's like, oh shit. And he's like, seeing Lena get shot and stabbed too many times. He's like, he runs up there and just charges the guy with the shovel too, trying to back up Sartaj. You goddamn son of a bitch! And he goes and hits the guy upside the head and just starts beating him to death until he stops moving.
Yeah. You technically, it should have been difficulty 2 for that, but that's fine. Okay. So yeah, so all of them appear to be dead. What are you guys gonna do?
So
Lena's
George,
backing up and checking out her wounds by whatever fire they've lit.
yeah, George is going to check on her too. Anyone else hurt?
No, Lena tanked it for us.
Nice.
Yeah, they were-
Where is Luke when you need him?
I hope he's all right. Well, I'm sure he can take care of himself.
You do hear like
George looks
gunfire in the
worried.
distance. You're not sure where it's coming from, but
Did any of these guys have any grenades on them?
no.
Maybe start searching these bodies.
Yeah, they got 3 rifles and a Luger. That's really about it. And bayonets.
I don't have
you
a
can use.
handgun, so I'll take a... Unless, well, Sartaj might want a Luger. I'm going to take a bayonet, too.
Yeah, you can take a
I
bayonet.
take a Luger.
All right, just remember that, and I'll add them if needed.
Frank
What
reloads.
does first aid do for you?
If you're, I think it's if you're injured. You guys can regain your stress since you're not in immediate
okay.
danger. It just comes back. But
Okay, so she was... It bled more than... It looked worse than it was.
Nice.
so you'd be back.
Do
up
I
to
go back
10.
up to 9?
You do not, because your max is capped. Your fatigued is your problem, not you weren't hurt.
He's old and unhealthy.
You haven't been able to smoke as much as you would like. That's the problem. All right, what are you guys gonna do? Give me
Frank's
some
like-
roleplay, do whatever.
I think Lena's going to go... Well, actually, she's not, because she's tending to her wounds, but someone should go look outside and see if we can spot Luke or anyone else coming. We may have to move deeper
George.
into the caves.
George nods and says, I can be quiet when I need to. And he'll start making his way towards the entrance very quietly. He's going to try and get
I'm
around
with
and
you on
poke his head out.
I'm with you, George. I'm gonna come with you. Keep these fucking Nazis out of here.
I can't unselect this thing. Go ahead and yeah, you don't see anything just yet out there. Actually, give me a perception skill check. Let's do insight perception. I think that's is that a skill? Observation.
I think-
Observation.
yeah.
And you can do any. Either of you could do any hearing or sight if you have if they're better focuses.
Yeah. Everything you observe once
I don't
perceived.
see shit.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I'll take 2 threat.
Observation. And that is that insight?
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, you
there we go.
you kind of hear something. Yeah, seriously, I'll take that. I'll take that as well as threat. So I'm up to 6 threat. You hear like foot, you know, just like coming from the same way the Germans came, but no gunfire, no talking. Maybe groaning, you think?
Son of a bitch. I think Frank starts to get a little worried. Obviously, like shaking a bit.
Actually, that's a failure, but that's fine. Good. Because you have difficulty. Your difficulty is +1 on everything. I gotta remember that. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
You think you hear something?
Yeah. So he looks over at George. He's like, I think there might be something coming. Maybe we need to put that light out.
Yeah, George will kind of step back in. What do you mean something? You mean someone, right?
Could be that fucking creature. I don't know.
Damn. Alright. And George will start realize that this thing could come round the corner any second, so he starts backing away and says, "Look, we should try and catch it in a crossfire in this central area." And he goes back to where he was over there and kind of says to him, "Quick, take up position. Sartaj, can you help Lena?"
Is there more? Ugh. She just kind of finishes tying off some bandages and has got her rifle unjammed.
Yeah, and George says, "Well, I hope it's more soldiers. I worry it might be something else."
As you're standing there, you hear somebody call out, "In the cave! Don't shoot! I want to talk to you, please!"
And I'll just kind of signal to the others to be ready and say, "If you're coming in, throw your weapons down and come in with your hands up."
I have no weapons. And he kind of peeks around the corner. His hands are up above his head. He does not appear to be armed that you can see.
Okay, slowly, no sudden movements.
He walks in and looks at all the dead bodies and, "Oh, I, I need to talk to you."
Frank will say, "Be quick about it" in German.
The
Schnell. I know that one.
They have sent me to parley. They are waiting.
Who is they?
The creatures from the cave.
Wait, the creatures have sent you to parley with us?
They cannot speak our languages.
How do you know what they want?
I do not know. I simply know. I can't explain it. He grabs his head and kind of... Ah!
Let him in. We need to take a look at him.
Yeah. George nods, and he's kind of keeping an eye on the tunnel behind the guy.
Yeah, he I don't understand why I have everybody selected. It's not my... I don't know why it's trying to make me select everybody. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he does walk in, and walks in past Sartaj, and he just throws his helmet on the ground, and you can see he's his face is kind of deformed that is like has a real bad cut across it, like 3 stripes, like he's been cut with like a claw or something. And he says, "I don't know. I woke up and they brought me here."
They
Is
brought
is that wound like bad enough to actually be fatal?
You don't think so? He's got a really bad cut on his face.
Frank will try to observe him while they talk to him.
So you just know that they sent you to parley with us?
They were waiting outside. They pointed, and I know what they want. I don't know why. I know it sounds crazy.
Well, but what do they want?
They want one of you to go with them.
That sounds extremely unpleasant.
Go with them and do what? What do they want from us?
They want the girl. They said, told me.
Um,
Well, that's not happening.
no girls here.
Just grins.
They'll kill me if I go out there and tell them this.
Why do they want I don't understand.
He shrugs. I don't know.
Why do they not come in themselves?
I think they do not want to harm you.
I think they don't want to get shot, personally.
He scoffs at that.
Hmm. Where are they exactly?
A little 20 yards north of this cave.
Possible reason do we have to trust either you or them?
You have no reason to trust them. But if you do not, they will come in here and kill us all.
I
George,
think they
look.
want Lena because she has the scroll.
Well, that can be... I don't have to have the scroll.
I don't like the thought of sending you out there wounded, Lena.
No.
You're more than capable, but
It was not as bad as it looked. She says it's a lot of blood on my clothes, but really it was just...
Hit point.
No, she is not going to go alone. She will not go alone. I will accompany her.
Why would you go at all? Why don't we just get the hell out of here? Run for the hills.
I think because it is a long journey and these creatures may know the area better than us.
they may also see in the dark better than us. Most animals do.
To be honest, this is the sort of thing that interests me, where I might find some answers. And yes, it is dangerous. And Sartaj, you don't have to come with me. You have been by my side through many dangerous trials, but I would not ask that of you now.
Thank you, but I will come of my own accord. I suggest we give the scroll to George.
Yes, she kind of rolls the case across the floor to him. And she points to the German infantry. Why don't you go in front? Are you going to come follow at a bit of a distance, Frank and George?
Of course.
Yeah, we're not leaving you guys to do this alone.
George picks up the scroll, and he's got a kind of leather backpack, and he kind of tucks it into there, and he's still looking very concerned, and says, don't trust them an inch, and don't let your curiosity lower your guard. And but it's your choice.
It is a risk, but I think at this point everything is a risk. If something happens, she kind of turns around and looks at the others. Do not hesitate to make your way back to the car. If the worst happens to me, just leave my body here and don't worry about that. Just get out. Get out and get to safety.
George kind of reluctantly nods and says, the mission comes first. But it's not going to come to that. We'll make sure of it. He kind of nods to her for confirmation.
Yeah, he comes out and he comes here and then falls to the ground and kind of like huddles to the ground, whimpering. They want to know if you have it.
Have what?
I don't understand. They want something from you that you took from the temple.
Well, they're not getting that back.
Well, I don't understand. I don't have anything.
So George won't have said that too loud. He kind of
Yeah.
mutters it to Frank. He's not going to broadcast it to the soldier.
We may have dropped it as we fled in the snow.
They want you to turn out your pockets. I'm supposed to search you for something. I'll know when I find it.
Oh, fine. And she kind of shrugs off her pack, and she takes off, her layers of, like camping jackets and whatever, starts taking out everything.
Yeah, he looks
Like,
confused. He's just like quickly going through like your pack, and like he doesn't even. He's completely.
Oh wait, no!
oblivious.
Be very careful with that one.
He's like taking stuff out, and like it's just like he's throwing it. It's like one of the.
That is C4.
Yeah, it's like it's basically Yoda when he's going through Luke's stuff. He's like throwing it over,
Yeah.
Okay, I think they want me to search the rest of you too. Please, just give them what they want, so they leave us alive.
I think these creatures are taking liberties, really. And can we see them over there?
Yeah, you can see them. They're kind of in the distance a bit, but you can see them. Yeah, it's still pretty dark out. But yeah.
And George says to the others, "Look, I don't know about you, but I think these things are taking liberties now, and we've got no guarantee that they'll, even if they got what they wanted." And he'll kind of raise his voice,
Look.
and say, which they can't because we don't have it anymore. Then there's no guarantee that they'd leave us alive.
Maybe
So-
you can just stall. And she's kind of putting things back in her backpack, but she kind of tosses up and down, in one hand, some of that explosive.
And George sort of says, well, again, your choice. He's looking at it, kind of weighing up the distance from us to them.
Yeah, she just backs up, like she's putting things back in her backpack, but she's going to try to make a little, I don't know how you want to categorize it, but some sort of like little explosive that she can throw over there at some point.
Yeah, you can do a what would be a good one? Reason and engineering.
Demolitions.
Yeah, demolitions. Is that under
Maybe
Explosives. That's what it is.
explosives? What is that under? Is that? Oh yeah, it's under
It's
engineering. Yeah,
engineering.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll that. Difficulty 1 is fine. Okay. Yeah, so add a momentum. Give me 1 second. Explosives. What would you call this? Maybe like a...
Oh, I also should have gotten a bonus d20.
You can
because
just
of
roll
my-
it. Go ahead. Just roll d20
Yeah.
on there.
Oh, that's not right. That was a 1d4.
Yeah. It's a good roll, though. Okay, so that is going to be a success. So, okay, so I'm going to use just a standard charge. So that is a 10 stress. You can't throw it. If you want something throwing, we can do that. It'd be just different stats. We just do a pineapple grenade for it or something.
Yeah, I mean, basically she's making a pipe bomb, I guess.
Mhm. So yeah, they start to get a little appears to be impatient, and they just kind of start walking forward. One this, and then one that.
I was
So-
hoping that they were like all letting themselves get searched while she was doing
No,
it.
no, the German he's just kind of over here, but they seem to like are growing
Oh, okay.
are growing a bit impatient and just start getting a little closer. So
Have I completed the bomb?
yes,
at this
you
point?
have you get it done pretty quick.
All right. She looks at the others and says, "Well, I'm afraid that we can't find what they are looking for unless, of course, it's this." And she holds it up at the deep one. She like points at her hand. She says, "Is this what you want?" They probably don't know
Yeah,
what it
they
is.
just yeah.
She says, "Here, catch."
And George, George sort of backs away and mutters, "Happy birthday."
All right, go ahead and give me a throwing roll. That is I believe that's
Athletics or something.
it sure is.
Yeah.
So I would say that's agility and or yeah, shooting's agility, right? Or is it coordination?
Coordination.
Oh, okay, so let's do coordination. Coordination.
Now, can I do anything to give myself a bonus with momentum?
Yes, you can
or
buy.
not?
You can buy an extra. You can buy an extra die with 1 momentum.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you will be rolling 3 when it asks. Oh my goodness. All right.
Nice.
So let me.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah, that did work out. Let me. So go. Hold on.
I'd have rolled 3 natural 20s.
Hold on. Let me. So within close range. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna hit both of them. So it has area effect.
Nice.
So let me go back over here. We're gonna do 6 dice. So let me see how I can do this. I don't really know how to put this on your. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick so you can roll it, not me. Actually, I know what I can do. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, just give me 5 minutes here, and we'll.
I'll take a 5-minute.
This. Minor. Ranged. I don't know. What's throwing? I don't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. 6. And. Doesn't make any sense, really. It's kind of a strange rule for area.
What is it?
It's so the range of the weapon is close.
Yeah.
So if you I'm not sure how it's intended, but for every effect you roll, you hit an additional target within close range. So let's say there's only 2 targets in close range, you could hit yourself, right? But I'm not sure that it's intended to be that way. I think it's of the player's choice, maybe. That's how I would rule it.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. So yeah, so I put the weapon in your inventory, so you can just roll the damage. It's 6, and if you roll effect, it hits both of them.
Okay.
And you generated momentum too, so that was a difficulty 1. You generated 3 momentum, so. Yeah, just click on that. Oh, what did I do?
Close.
Nothing. It's fine. Yeah, it should be makeshift grenade, and you click on the stress.
Oh, I'm clicking on the stress.
Yeah, just the stress. Yeah. Okay. So you can do everything as you normally do. You can roll, re-roll those 2 blanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay, so that's 2. All right, that's good. So it's 1 effect, so it hits them both for 7 damage. Vicious. So Vicious gives an extra damage per effect. There's only 1 effect. Actually, I think you have to pick one or the other.
Pick which.
Pick which effect to use. Let me.
What are the 2 effects?
The area, so you can hit them both, or Vicious, the extra damage per effect. So.
Well, I would definitely choose to affect both of them.
Let me make sure that's true. So motion. Oh, all the weapon effects. So it's hits them both for 8 damage. Okay, so they have armor of 4. So hits them for 4 damage each. Still really good. So it has a look as this thing explodes right between both of them, and obviously a normal person would be very dead, and they keep their feet somehow.
Well, I like to think though that they were very
Yeah.
surprised because she, with her little sign language is like, here, check this out, throws it to them. And in my mind canon, one of them reaches up to catch it out of
There you
the
go.
air, and the other one leans in close to take a look, and the bomb just goes off right in their faces. And I don't know what kind of a noise they make, but they aren't happy. And
Yeah, it blows the one's hand off that caught it.
but she is like, as the smoke's clearing, she's kind of a little bit horrified, a little bit disappointed to see that they're not dead after bomb going off literally in their face.
The one that caught it, the one closest to you, like screams out and charges. It's just going to use its claws, so it just moves kind of right in front of you and swings its other hand.
Did I get my stress back?
Yeah, you should be full stressed. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it is going to attack with its savage claws. I'm not going to use any momentum. So it hits damage.
Okay. We should figure out eventually if
Oh,
melee
yes,
attacks
yes,
are
it does.
just
So you
like-
get to make opposed attack. I'm glad you mentioned that. So you do get to make an opposed fighting plus agility, I think. Let me verify. So he did not generate any momentum. Let me. Yeah, thanks for telling me. I totally forgot. Action. Make an attack. Here we go. So yeah, you get an agility fighting test as well.
Okay.
Yep. So he hits and
Oh
then,
no. I got a complication.
yeah, I see that. I'm gonna take the threat, and he hits you, and he's gonna roll damage. 6 damage.
Ouch.
Piercing 1. You have 1 armor, right?
Right.
So it doesn't do anything. So you take 6. That's an injury. So you take 6 stress and an injury, a physical injury. I'll throw that physical injury on your sheet.
Okay. I see it. I'll
Okay,
put it on
go ahead.
there.
Yeah, he just like with his other hand just comes down with this vicious strike, and everybody kind of sees him just lay into Lena. And this one is not superficial for sure, unlike what happened in the cave with the other guys.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
whoever wants to go can.
Do you want to go first again, Lena?
No, she already went.
Oh, she went.
She
She,
went.
threw the.
I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
that's fair.
Yep. I don't think I've got a good shot. Maybe Sartaj?
Yeah, Sartaj can go.
This guy is basically he's not really in it.
Is there any benefit to in the system for 2 people attacking 1 target?
I don't believe so. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, Sartaj is going to move over and engage and attack with his knife.
Okay.
Jeez.
Ugh.
Yeah. Difficulty 1. You're not injured. Yeah, it just kind of you hit it, but like you even stab into it, but it just doesn't go through its thick scaled skin.
Yeah. Okay. So,
The other one is going to move. Actually, it's going to take a minor action to draw something. It draws. Let's see. What do I want to do? Why would I use that versus that? Okay, it's just going to charge you. And it's going to attack with no momentum as far as that goes. Actually, I'll buy another die. Sure. It's just 1. So I do that. And then it is going to attack with its claws. It has 3 dice. Roll. 2 successes. Go ahead and make a agility fighting test.
Now I'm curious. Are they injured?
They have no injuries. They only took 4 damage from all that because they have
Oh,
4
gotcha.
armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Sartaj has to do agility fighting,
Yep,
right?
you do agility fighting as well. That's correct.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Where is that? Where is fighting?
Fighting is a skill, so that should be what
Yeah,
you're.
yeah, I'm just trying to know under what.
So when you it should be. Oh, hold on. It is under your skills, right? So it's
Yeah, I'm just trying to
fourth down.
find.
Academics, athletics, engineering, fighting.
Fighting. Okay. It's a skill.
Yeah.
Agility, fighting. Okay.
And you can buy
Wow.
dice too if you want.
Oh my gosh, X, your rolling is abysmal today.
It
So
is.
it's
It
as
is.
first as a difficulty 1, it generates 1 momentum, and then here's its damage.
This is how all my COC game goes.
3 damage, piercing 1. Do you have armor?
Yes, I have armor 3.
Okay, so that's just gonna that is just going to give you 1 stress. That's it. It barely gets you.
1 stress.
Um,
Okay.
Barely gets you. All right, so let me mark that guy as done on the initiative tracker, and then it's whoever would like to go can go.
Is Lena on the ground from that attack?
No, mm-mm.
She's probably pressed up against
The rocks or
the
whatever.
edge there. Yeah.
If you wanted to shoot over her, I would let you with an extra difficulty. It'd be a difficulty 3 for you. I need to figure out how to do.
Or you could just move on up.
Yeah. This.
Yeah.
Frightened. That's not what it means for me, but I don't know what I need to.
I'm already suffering from
Yeah, you have.
extra difficulty. What's up with this ledge here, right here? Is that a drop off?
Yeah, it's a drop off. You can do that. You can move there, but I would probably end your move if you went over.
And George has the scroll, yeah?
He does.
Mhm.
George, you want to go? Or what do you want to do? Maybe we should,
Yeah, I think you're slightly better off than I am. Because you can move forward.
alright. Frank's going to start moving. How far can I move?
You can move quite a bit. Pretty much. If you can't move past him though. You can't. You would be in reach, and you can't move past him.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Even if Sartaj is fighting him?
That's correct.
Okay. I'll move up to there and fire at that one. That's
So
fighting
that
Sartaj.
gives you extra difficulty because you're adjacent. Just so you know. So you'd be a difficulty 2 to shoot him from there.
There's not a really good shot, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Alright. So I'll fire at him
You
there.
could buy an extra die though. You have 2 momentum in the pool, so that could give you 3 dice.
But you might need it for damage
might.
because they have 4 armor.
They sure do. It's true.
Alright, let's see. This fucking...
I'm gonna make me some deep 1 slaver armor once we kill these guys.
And I can't aim right now, can I?
You can spend 1 momentum to aim for an extra minor action. It gives you an extra die as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try that then. I'll spend 1 to... Oh, I clicked it.
Alright.
There you go. There you go. And then fire in the infield.
Oh, you're using the Enfield. You're using the pistol, right?
My pistol, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have difficulty 2. It's difficulty 3 actually. So keep that in mind because you're injured. It's normally a difficulty 1, and it's difficulty 2 because you're adjacent, and then you're injured. So that's difficulty 3. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, shit. There's not.
Yeah,
really
and if
much.
you shoot over Sartaj, I would give you another difficulty 2. It's just you're just in a bad spot here.
I'm gonna move here in a minute, so you can have my spot.
Let's see
You can
here.
withdraw.
Can I hold and just?
You don't have to go. George can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Let
George.
me add that momentum back. Go ahead, George.
Okay. Am I going to be in just as bad a spot then?
I mean, yeah, you guys are both. I mean, well, you're not injured,
Oh.
so
I guess I can move to here maybe. Can I get a shot from there?
you can get a shot from there. I
Past
think,
Lena?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll take a shot past Lena there and I'll aim
Okay.
first as
All
well.
right, so give yourself an extra die.
Thanks. Do I need to... Am I okay doing that and moving?
You need to spend 1 momentum if you're gonna do
Okay,
that.
I'll do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and extra die. Come on.
So that's 2 successes.
Okay.
That's a difficulty 1 shot, so you're okay for complications. So you generated 1 momentum. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, thank you.
Would you like to re-roll those?
Yes.
Assuming.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so that's all your momentum to do that.
Okay, 1, 2, just reroll those 3.
4 damage. It does nothing. Describe how it hits it, but literally does nothing to it.
Yeah, so George steps out and he can kind of see it's kind of one side of it, and he puts a round into its shoulder, and the shoulder just kind of rocks back and it turns, but it seems to be completely unhurt. And he's a little shaken, seeing that it took a bullet to the shoulder and isn't hurt,
Yep.
and he knows it was a reasonable shot.
Yep. And it is Frank's turn.
Okay. No momentum left. Frank's gonna just move up here and try to hit that creature with the entrenching tool, I think.
Yeah, you can. You can hit it with an entrenching tool. So that's.
Unless I can shoot past Lena.
I mean, it would be an extra difficulty. So this is going to be a difficulty 2 right here to do this.
With the entrenching tool?
Yeah, because you're hurt. That's what the. You're basically scared to death of these things.
Yes.
Thematically. So that is a miss. Yep.
Yeah, he runs up and just whiffs past her, trying to get in between Sartaj and get a hit on them, but there's just no room.
I think everybody's gone. Yes.
I think it's Lena's turn again.
Well,
She
now
wants
we're at the
to
top. We're at the
withdraw.
top of the order. So it's whoever wants to go. It could be Lena. It could be anybody else. It doesn't fall in order
Yeah,
necessarily.
Lena wants to back away.
Yeah. Let me see what withdrawing is. I think it's a major action.
I think so too.
We need to get the fuck
I know you
out
can
of
spend
here.
momentum. Now remember, you can give me threat to use momentum because you don't have any momentum in the pool. So keep that in mind. You can give me threat if you want to. You could spend 2 momentum to withdraw and still keep your major action, but you got to give me threat to do it.
Well, I don't think so because I don't have my weapon out or anything, so I'm gonna have to use my minor action to draw my weapon anyway. Well, I guess I could still do that. No, because I moved.
Well, yeah, you can't spend any momentum because but you could spend you could give me threat to do it.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, in order to get out my rifle,
you could
shoot
do an
it.
extra. You could spend momentum, right? Well, give me threat for 2 to withdraw for free. Then you can give me another threat for an extra minor action to draw your weapon, and then you can shoot with your major. But you just have to give me 3 threat to do it.
Yeah, just give him threat.
No, I'm just gonna withdraw this round. Now, I do have an injury now, so what's the rule about first aid if I actually spent momentum to do that?
Injuries only first.
Can you do that out of combat?
It depends. Like if you get downed, it might come into play. There's no way to bind. I think it's if you get quote unquote if you get knocked out. So if you get 3 injuries, it matters, but not at this point.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, never mind.
All right, so you use your major, and you want to do anything with your minor? You could draw your weapon, right?
Yeah, I'm drawing my weapon.
Cool. All right, so it's going to be one of their turns. Let's. Oh, Sartaj, my dude. One of them turns on Sartaj and tries to kill him. We'll just do which one is this guy? Okay, so Deep Slaver 1. He just keeps at it with the claws. I'm going to spend 1 momentum for an extra die, and yeah, here we go. 3 dice. What did I get? So you can make a fighting roll now. Fighting agility.
Yeah. Wait 1 minute. Fighting agility.
So it is. How does that work? I think it's that's a success. But let me verify. Opposed rolls.
Sartaj is a badass.
He
Just
is.
knifed 2 guys to death.
Well, and he's got all that good armor.
Yeah.
My God protects me.
He's still sideways though.
Yeah, I've fallen and I can't
stood
get
up.
up.
Because he's so laid back.
I know.
Didn't take
Both
his yoo-hoo.
character succeeds. Tied, active character wins but doesn't have any momentum. So he does succeed. So
Okay.
he's gonna roll damage. But he doesn't get any momentum or anything. Here we go. So 1 damage. I'm just not gonna do anything. So it doesn't hurt you. So how does that look? As it hits you, but doesn't, like, you're able to keep it off of you.
Yeah, so as the claw comes down, Sartaj kind of whips around and it basically ends up slicing his jacket, but his jacket is made of pretty thick yak hide,
Mhm.
and it just ends up scratching it, but does nothing more.
All right. One of the PCs are up.
You're saying it's not a flak jacket, it's a yak jacket.
It's a yak jacket.
All right. Whoever wants to go may go.
Sartaj will go. Wait, Sartaj will can I move over here? to
You
there?
cannot unless you spend 2 momentum because you're locked in combat.
Engaged.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But Frank can move around me if he wants
Yes,
to, right?
he can.
Because he's not.
Frank is
Okay,
actually
cool.
locked into combat too. He can't. He also cannot move.
How about
okay.
I take a shot at this guy next to the first one, and then you guys won't be locked if I manage to do anything.
There we
Remember,
go.
you can give me threat for extra dice and stuff. So.
Dude, just stop. Nobody's gonna give you threat.
I haven't even brought in my reinforcements yet. Come on.
You've already got 6
Yeah,
threat.
I
How
can-
many more do you want?
Just so you know how nice of a GM I am, these guys are troopers, so I could bring in 6 more reinforcements of these guys. Just,
Oh,
yeah. Anyway.
damn. Okay. Right. We don't want to tempt you anymore, though. Right. So I'm gonna aim at the nearest one, and I'm gonna shoot again. So it'll be 3 dice. 3 successes.
Nice.
Nice. So there's nothing they
Nice.
can do. So that's go ahead and roll your damage. You get 2 momentum for that.
Great.
And you're shooting this one, I assume, which one is that?
Nearest one, yeah.
So that's Slaver.
Okay, can I?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah, you
reroll?
can spend your momentum that you just generated to do that. Mhm.
I generated it. I'll spend it.
5 damage. That is does give it 1 damage. So
What about the effect?
he has no effect
Does it
on
have-
that. Those things don't
Okay.
have effects. Unless you want to do salvo.
I
Remember,
know.
you can do
Oh,
salvos.
yeah. What is?
So salvos.
Yeah,
So
but
salvos. You can actually do it now. It's fine. It doesn't change the
Okay.
attack at all. So basically, let me look at your weapon specifically. Does it have salvo on it?
It's got vicious.
Yeah, so perfect.
Vicious
So
on salvo.
what you do is you typically have ammo. You have 3. So you should have 3 ammo. I think.
Okay.
Or is it 2? Why does it say 2 on your other pistol?
I didn't list any. when I
Yeah.
put
I'm
the
just
Luger
wondering
on,
why the
so-
other says 2. Anyway, you either have 2 or 3 ammo, and so you expend it to do a salvo. So here's the thing though with salvo, just so you know before you do it. I have a house rule for you have to spend 1 momentum to reload before you can fire that weapon again. So that's the only negative part. But if you do a salvo, you get an extra. You get to do your effect in the salvo. Because most weapons don't have normal effects, they have effects in the salvo. So vicious gives you 1 extra damage per effect, and you get an extra damage. You get 6 damage step 5.
Damage is hard to
Okay.
come by right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. So you did do a salvo. So remember you're unloaded. That gun is. Okay.
Okay.
And you are done. And then it's the other one's turn.
Cool.
It is. They're. Oh, I did the wrong one. Shoot. Here, I'll just switch them. Okay. So the other one attacks Sartaj. They're just ganging up on him now. So which one is it? It doesn't matter, I guess. Okay. So it's going to attack. I'm going to spend 1 threat to give myself 3 dice. Here it comes. Alright, 2 successes. Fighting agility from Sartaj.
Wait, 1 minute.
So it's going to hit and generate 1 momentum. It's going to do its damage here. Boom. And then I'm going to spend 3 threat to roll 3 more dice, damage dice.
Wait.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you can re-roll dice by spending.
You
threat,
can
but if
re-roll.
you spend-
So
by spending 2, and 3 you can add 3.
well, you can't add
dice.
3 damage. What you do is you roll the dice. So it's kind
Right,
of
right. That's what I
it's
meant.
like it might not do anything, right? So okay, it might do more than 3. Who knows? So here we go. So it does 2. So I spent 3d2. So that's 5 damage with piercing 1. And what's your armor?
3.
3. So that gives you 3 stress.
Stress.
Yep,
Okay.
cut you. Remember, there is a major action. It's called what's it called? Basically, it's the thing Frank can do. Hold on. Let me just tell you what it is, so you know, because it can be important. It is called. Where are the actions? I'm sorry. Major actions. There it is. It is called Catch Your Breath. So you make a will plus resilience test with a difficulty of 2, and it will remove the stress equal to your resilience score plus 1 stress per momentum spent, or remove an ongoing effect like persistent. So.
Oh, nice.
So it's a major action. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay, and so that was that thing's turn.
Did you take off the threat?
I did not. There it is. Okay, and Frank or Sartaj is up.
Yeah. Sartaj is going to attack the slaver that is hurt.
Yep.
Let's
Hurt
do
more.
that. Yeah, hurt
Yeah.
more. Who's hurt the most?
The one to your right.
Yeah.
2, that's good. It's going to make its fighting check. Also 2, so you hit it, so go ahead and roll damage. 1 damage with persistent 1, but it's not going to get through unless you can give me some threat to re-roll, maybe. Just got to give me 2.
How much threat?
Two to re-roll those.
Yeah, take 2 to 3 roll.
Okay. Oh no! It does nothing. You stab it again, it doesn't get through. Just keep stabbing it.
You're tanking though. That's helpful.
Frank.
Yeah. Let's
All
do
right.
that.
Since he attacked that one, can I move now?
No, you are engaged. You can withdraw for either giving me 2 threat or making a major move, or you can keep beating it with your shovel.
That shovel's not doing anything.
It's got comedy value there.
Yeah. I'm gonna withdraw. Give you 2 threat,
Okay.
and come back here and try to shoot that thing.
You can do that. It's difficulty 2.
The one that's to the right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about all I can do.
You want to give me a threat to take another dice?
No.
It's a slippery slope.
The withdrawal, I can understand that one. That's that's 2 successes. That's good enough to hit it. Go ahead and give me some damage.
Come on, Frank.
That's not bad.
Oh,
It's not
2,
bad.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey.
That's 2 plus defect.
That's 2. He has no effects on the actual revolver.
Okay.
I have the vicious salvo effect.
Well, if you want a salvo, sure. If you want a salvo, and in the
It'll
future,
probably kill him.
in the future,
Yeah.
just tell me
Yeah, let me do it.
beforehand. But yeah, you can salvo.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah.
So that's 7 damage instead. So 7 damage. So describe how you kill this deep one.
Fucking Frank's scared out of his mind of these things. So he sees Sartaj getting attacked, and he stumbles back and checks his rounds. He's got like 1 round left in his pistol, and he aims up at the creature and fires into the side of its head as Sartaj is like keeping it busy. Some nasty black blood spills out of its head, and it falls over the side of the cliff.
Yep. I'm going to.
Nice.
So that's the top of the round. I'm going to spend 2 threat to keep the initiative, and go first.
Oh,
And it's going to attack Sartaj. It like goes into hyper like pissed off mode. I'm going to spend. Was that 3 to get 2 extra dice?
Oh,
I gotta piss. Don't miss it.
Hold it in. Here comes the claws. 4 dice. Oh my god, Sartaj, give me a fighting agility roll. That's what you needed. Troopers don't get fortune, or I would use one. Okay, it hits. Man. But doesn't generate any momentum. Here we go. Against Sartaj, that's not good for me.
oh no!
Oh my god.
1.
That's a bad one.
I don't have any moment. I don't have enough momentum to really do anything else. So piercing 1. So your armor was 3. Is that right?
2.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you take
Yeah,
2 stress,
definitely
Sartaj, as it lightly scrapes you as it's going crazy, but unable to really do much.
Nice.
More of a caress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's being caressed at this point. The tentacles are like now kind of creeping up my leg.
All right. Whoever wants to go, you guys all 4 go before I can do anything.
Sartaj is gonna attack
Okay. Knife him.
with his knife.
I'm just gonna roll my fighting real quick.
Ah, jeez.
So rules is written, and I put this in. I'm not gonna do it now, but this is the first time that's had the opportunity. So the game states that basically I could do damage to you now,
Do it.
Well, I don't know.
Do
I
it.
don't know if I liked it or not because the only way. So what I did is I added the withdrawal as a momentum spend because usually the only way you can withdraw is winning on the defense for fighting, and I didn't really like that, so I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, you miss. You probably just like stab into it. It doesn't do anything, right? And whoever's next. You guys can tell me what you think about that rule, if I should go back to raw or do it that way. Anyway.
I can go. Okay. So I think can I go here? Is that
Yeah, that's a minor.
kind of
Yeah, you can
teetering
do
on
that.
the
It's
edge?
a minor action, but yeah.
Okay, so George takes one step closer, kind of feeling he's getting a bit close to the edge of the cliff, and he'll take aim again. And
You got to give me a threat to do it because you moved.
To if you actually want to aim.
Yeah, if you mechanically want to aim.
Okay, yeah, I'll try without. I'll try without.
So 2 dice. You can give me threat for an extra dice though. 1 success. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
No momentum generated though.
Okay. Yeah. I can't roll the Luger yet, so I'm having to use my.
Oh, what's
other
the
pistol.
damage? Are the damages the same? I wonder.
No, the damage is on. This is kind of a silenced pistol. This other
Oh,
one.
here,
so.
let me just do it. What's
You
the
brings
Luger
this
damage?
up.
Oh, why can't you roll it? It's in your.
I've got
it's
it.
on your
I've got
sheet.
it. Yeah, I just wanted to make.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure
Okay.
I was able to draw
Oh.
it. I was just thinking
Oh yeah,
about
you're
that.
fine.
Okay, good.
2
Okay.
damage. You
No.
can give me 2 threat to reroll.
No, I think I'm good
Okay.
because I can't get more than 4 anyway. So
That's
I'm
not
good.
true. You could roll doubles. Anyway,
I could. It's not like
it just bounces off of it again. And whoever would like to go can go. Lena or Frank. The injured pair.
I can't really. I'm gonna have to move to shoot. Correct? Because
Well,
Frank's,
unless
like,
Frank goes
directly
first
in
and
front
moves
of
out of
me.
the way.
Right.
But you guys are,
Fra-
yeah, Sartaj is.
Frank, get your fat head out of my way.
Yeah. Let's see here. How difficult is it to climb on down that hill?
It's not. Your movement just stops.
You just jump down.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start going.
But if you shooting might be more difficult at that angle. You have to get some distance. You could do it next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna be using his turn to like climb down.
Yeah, that's fine. You can pick whichever spot. Okay, you're good. All right, Lena, what are you gonna do?
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right. So Sartaj is blocking the shot. I'm gonna have to move anyway, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me think for a second. Is there any sort of help action on the list?
Assist, major action. You assist a character with a skill test during their turn. You give them extra die. Or actually, no, you roll 1 die and it adds to theirs. But they have to succeed. So yeah.
But they have to.
Yeah, they have to succeed. So you could basically assist.
I think I'll just.
how it would work. But
Yeah, I'm assisting Sartaj by just kind of. I'm shooting like the rocks here and here, trying to scare it. And I'll move here.
Okay, that's fine. So Sartaj,
Come on, line up.
when he attacks next time, will or it could be on his defense. It's up to you. But he'll get an extra die.
Oh.
You'll roll.
Yeah, I'll put it on his defense.
Okay. Why don't you just roll it now so we know? So just go ahead and roll your just do a shot, and just for one or just roll 1 die, whatever.
Okay.
Or you can do a 1 shot and then just make
We can get momentum.
Yeah, you could. For later, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Just do
roll a
yeah,
shot.
just roll a shot and just put one die instead too. Make it easy.
Okay, got it.
We'll see if you get a success. Difficulty will be yeah, no. Okay, so he's not going to get anything from that next turn. Okay, that's fine. And it is your guys' turn. Tell me which you can start over from the beginning. Tell me what you're going to do.
I will.
Okay, go ahead. Move and
I will. Yeah, move and shoot.
yeah, you can move like
Should
over
I?
here, wherever. Yeah, you can all move into medium range, and so I've got the squares set up. You're good to shoot right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give it a go first? Because I'm got a fairly good shot.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want to.
Just in case I can generate some momentum. Because I'm going to try aiming again.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't need to move, so I'll just aim, get that extra die, and hopefully generate some momentum.
Yep.
Which,
Yeah, even if you don't hurt him, you can
2.
generate momentum. So that's 2. So it does
That's
generate
my
1
idea.
momentum. Go ahead and give you some damage.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to damage him. I'm just keeping shooting him to not much effect. Yeah, no worries. I'm just kind of keeping him distracted by just plugging him with bullet after bullet, which is kind of just having no effect, but I'm just shooting him again and again. It's making me feel
Don't
better.
forget your salvos. You can still salvo. Go ahead, Frank. Or actually, it's my turn.
Alright.
I'm gonna attack Sartaj the same way. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna spend 1 threat to do an extra die, and we will attack with his Savage Claws with 3 dice. Boom. And go ahead and give me a fighting and agility roll, Sartaj.
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay, so I generate 1 momentum, and I hit, and I'll do Savage Claws. 4 damage. I'm going to go ahead and I only have 2. Let me see. What else can I do? No.
Could give us momentum.
Yes.
No, nothing.
yes.
Nothing I can do. So I'm gonna just. Dang. All right. I'll re-roll. I'll spend 2 to re-roll this 1 die. Okay. You take base. So
3
3.
armor.
So 2 damage. You take 2 stress. Yeah, because of piercing.
Is there anything on this where if you like I'm 6 out of 14? Is there a negative?
So if you get to 0, and you get hit again, you take an injury.
Okay.
So the way you take injuries, and it's the same as all the other 2D20 games. Get hit for 5 at one time, or you are at 0 and get hit. Anytime you get taken to 0, you can't go negative. So if you get hit again when you're at 0, you take another injury. If you ever get hit for 5 plus go past 0, you get hit for 2 injuries, that sort of thing. But yeah, he's just like whittling you down. Same with you guys to him. So and it is whoever's turn would like it to be. So Frank's, I guess.
Sorry, Taj, do you want to go, or is it cool if I go?
No, go ahead.
Alright, so Frank had to move, so I can't aim.
Yep. You have 1 momentum, so you could spend it to give yourself an extra die.
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay. Well, and you could also give me threat for. You give me 2. Actually, yeah, just give me 1 threat for another die.
Save
No,
it for
it's
the damage.
Yeah. Alright.
Difficulty
taking
2.
a shot.
Miss.
Damn.
Yep. your nerves are not steeled enough because of your injury. So Frank goes. Who's next?
I think top at the top
No,
of the
we
order.
get
then.
Lean and Sartaj. I still haven't went offensively yet.
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go
Lena.
ahead, sir. You go ahead, Sartaj.
Okay. Let's see. There it is. No. Yes.
Oh yeah, nice. Let's see. He'll roll, fighting, agility. Yep. So that's a hit. No momentum. 2 damage.
Just out of curiosity, could Sartaj like rotate around him at all? Or is that possible, or is that moving?
That would
different.
be moving. Yep. Let me see something about persistent, because I want to make sure that, does it matter if it gets through your armor or not? Because that could be helpful. It doesn't say you have to do damage. It just says the attacker hazard has a lingering effect. If one or more effects are rolled, the target suffers X stress at the start of the affected character's turn. So I don't know if is that by armor? I don't know. I don't think it makes sense unless you actually hurt him, get through his armor, but it wouldn't
Yeah,
matter.
makes
I mean,
sense.
yeah. Okay. Anyway, okay, it would be Lena's turn.
All right. I'm gonna spend a fortune point
Okay. What are you gonna
to automatically roll a 1, which is 2
do?
successes.
Mhm.
And then I'm also gonna
Nice.
And that actually really should.
fire at this
Yeah,
guy's.
difficulty 2. Oh, you have a rifle right now, right? Are you
Mhm.
using that? That's gonna be difficulty 3. Because you're in close range,
Yeah.
or you're, yeah, you're in close range, and
Yeah.
you could do a minor action to pull out your Luger that you just took. Use it instead.
I don't. I hate to say there weren't 2 Lugers,
Oh,
right?
did
There was
somebody
just
else
the
take
one.
the Luger? Okay.
Yeah. I think Sartaj
Okay,
has
cool.
the Luger.
Yeah, I have the Luger. I've just not been using it because it's going to take too long to fill the
Yeah,
stat.
so it's difficulty 3. You have 2 successes with your fortune point. So
Okay, so
You
I'm
got
going
this.
to.
you can give me
I'm gonna give you
There
threat.
you
I'm gonna give
go.
you a threat.
You just 1, or you want to give me 3 for 2 dice?
No. All right. Fingers crossed.
All right.
Ah.
So that is a success. You did hit. So go ahead and roll damage. You didn't generate any momentum though. And I'll just take 2 threat for your complication. That's a lot of damage. 6 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you
2 to reroll.
2 to reroll.
That's 8 damage. That's
Oh,
not bad.
nice.
That's not bad. Let's see. 8 damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that kills him.
Well,
Nice.
I'm glad, 'cause that was my fortune point for this adventure. All right. So we're all aiming at this guy, and the shots are just basically pinging off of him again and again and again. And Sartaj is doing his best to hold him off and, dodging claws left and right. But even he is starting to get worn down. So Lena, she gets down on her knee. She pulls out the rifle. She, this is just for flavor, pulls out a little device she's been working on. It's like a scope, a spotting scope.
Mhm.
And while they're all fighting and shooting, she uses it to take a good look at this thing, and she finds like a place where in its hide where she thinks it looks a little bit less tough, and fires, and the bullet goes and digs in right near the neck area, and just like with Frank, the black blood shoots out, and it reaches up to try to block the wound with its clawed hands, but the blood just spurts through his fingers as he falls down to the ground, gasping like a fish out of water.
And after you eliminate the last of these things, what are you going to do? You hear or see no one else. Luke,
What time of... It's the middle of the night?
It's like 4 a.m., something like that.
Sartaj, you alright?
If I can do first aid on anybody, that it would help. But I don't
I
think
don't
it
think
would
it's
help
not going to help
Sartaj.
right now. Everybody gets their stress back for free.
I have an injury,
Yeah, your
though.
injuries stay for a while.
Okay. Okay.
How many stress do you get back for free?
All. They just come back.
Oh, all.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
shit.
how do I know what my injury does on a more permanent...
We have to figure that out. If it even becomes, it's kind of like Heroes and
Okay.
Hardships in the fact that it's not obvious until we do the rolls and
Gotcha.
stuff. So
Okay. Well, looking around, there's no sign of anyone else.
mm-mm. Or Luke, for that matter.
We can't leave without Luke. We should at least wait and see if we can spot him, or if he comes back before light. But once it is light, I think we need to move on.
Well, I'm not sure we're going to find him out here in the darkness. I think we should go back to the cave.
Yeah.
It's, on the one hand it's a dead end, but on the other hand it's at least fairly defensible, and Luke knows where it is. So it's our best chance of him coming back.
I concur. And let us get a look at this scroll that everyone is so desperate to see.
Just be a little cautious. There's something about that thing that worries me.
God damn it. Frank's been wanting to leave forever, and he's like, I need more alcohol for this.
I have some ethanol that I use in my little camping stove. It's 100 proof.
That sounds good.
And George looks at him and goes, "Oh no, boy, it really doesn't."
So
Well-
are you gonna look at the scroll?
Yeah, once we're all settled and we've all kind of bandaged up our wounds, she'll pull the scroll out carefully, close enough to the fire. Well, she's probably got an electric torch. But anyway, trying to give it enough light that she can make out what it says.
So it's like it's got a wax seal. Are you gonna break the seal?
First, she examines the seal to see if she recognizes
It has
any
a
imprint
it looks
on
like a trapezoid that's kind of like, it's almost like this perfect trapezoid emblem inside the wax, red wax. And
Is that a roll to recognize, or
I don't think
just-
you would know.
No. Okay. All right. She points it out to the others, and it looks like Frank snaps a picture of it before she breaks
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
She slides a fingernail under the wax seal and very carefully starts to part the parchment.
Yeah, as you pull it open and you look, it's very clear that you don't know what this says. It's all these glyphs and Sartaj. Are you going to look at this, Sartaj? That's always the question about reading something in a Call of Cthulhu or a Cthulhu game, right?
Uh, shit.
Lena, to you, it
Fuck.
does not look like any kind of language you would recognize. It doesn't really look like you don't. You've seen like kind of like what Chinese looks like it, but you can't read it.
Well, she's an occult
Yeah.
dabbler, so she's seen some supernatural stuff, but that doesn't mean it looks anything like
No, it
this.
doesn't. All this, most of the stuff you've seen is in some sort of. It's talking about the occult in some language you can read. This
Yeah.
is not any kind of language you're familiar with.
I don't even recognize what this script is. It's
What do you think, Sartaj? You
I
gonna look
don't
at it?
recognize. Sartaj, do you recognize this?
Yes, yes. Let me take a
All
look.
right, give me an academia reason. Difficulty 3. And as a GM, I'm going to give you 2 dice,
What? Wait, academia reason? Oh,
and I'm
this is
giving you
not
so
gonna
you're
go
rolling
well.
4 dice. That's what I'm doing, my
Oh,
friend. I'm giving you dice.
Oh no! You
wonderful.
You
succeed.
did not succeed. You cannot read it.
Does he recognize anything about it?
It doesn't look like any a language that he's seen, but you do remember seeing something in the it kind of matches the weird stuff you were seeing outside the temple. That kind of same kind of hieroglyphic type of, not hieroglyphic exactly, but like some sort of
Yeah.
weird language, not language thing.
Yeah, this does not make much sense to me. I have not seen writing like this before. But it does match what was outside the temple.
It makes you very
Well,
uneasy the more you look at it. Everyone, if you're looking at it.
yeah. It's giving me a headache, a slight headache. I can't keep looking at this. I must lie down.
All right. Yes. I don't know if it's just the smoke in the cave, but uh, frustrating. I don't know, but I can even make out what this thing is, and there's been so much bloodshed over it. And she just starts to roll it back up, put it back in the scroll case.
Master George, if we take this back all the way, those things that hunted us right now, what if they make their way to where more people live? There could be more dangers. Should we not destroy this right here and now?
It's not our choice to make, old boy. I've got orders.
Wait a minute. Why do your people want this thing anyway?
Well, that's a very good question. But I suspect that they want it because, well, we were only just a step ahead of the Germans, right? I think the bigger question is why they wanted it.
Well, what if we can destroy it, then neither you nor the Germans have it. You can always say it got destroyed in the fight.
Like I say, we don't really understand what's going on well enough to make that decision. It's, well, I believe, and he looks across at Frank and he says, I believe you Americans have a phrase, above my pay grade. It's really for my superiors to make. Sorry, Sartaj, you may well be right, but it's not our decision. Ours not to reason why, old boy. Ours not to reason why.
Well, if it summons more of those damn fishmen, tell your people not to use it.
Well, quite. I'll be sure to include all of this in my report. I mean, you'll think I'm mad, but I'll report the truth, come hell or high water.
I guess keeping it out of those Nazis' hands is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what they wanted it for, and I wonder how we knew. There are a lot of questions here. A lot of questions. It's a funny old business. And he kind of rubs his chin again as he does when he's thinking.
Kind of ruminate about it through the night, and the next couple hours when daybreak comes, Luke is still not returned.
Fisherman got him.
Damn it! Yeah, and George is kind of coming to that conclusion and goes, either that or... Well, three possibilities then. Fishmen, Germans, that's not that likely, but possible. Or he got lost.
Maybe we can leave a kind of message for him here, or head back to the car.
Yeah,
Daylight's here. Go
maybe
back to
he's
the car,
gone straight,
right?
Maybe he's gone straight back to the car. Let's hope.
Yeah, you take off, and you get back to the car. It's stowed just as you left it. There's no sign of Luke, no sign of anyone that's been here, for that matter.
And have we had any more sounds of Germans?
No one. Mm-mm. You didn't stick around and look at the places they might be, but you just kind of came straight here. But no sign of anyone. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I might risk a shout for Luke. I'll tell the others first. So I think maybe we'll have to call it. I don't hear the Germans nearby, and well, got the feeling those things aren't fond of daylight. They were lurking in a cave, and then they came out at night. And unless anyone objects, he starts going, Luke! Luke!
Yeah, you hear your voice echo, Luke, 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 and he never shows up, or you don't hear anything besides like the birds chirping, almost in response, as if they're mocking you from a distance.
Okay. We'll see if there's... I'll ask Sartaj if there's a good way we can kind of leave some sort of message for him that won't be wiped out by the weather in a day or two. Does Sartaj have any ideas?
He knows we were in the cave. Maybe we could leave him a message there.
Yeah, the cave.
That's good.
Yeah, you could have done that before you left, or you could
Yeah.
not have. Yeah.
I think we mentioned
Dear Luke.
Yeah, Frank already said that before we left, so they
Yeah.
probably wrote it on the wall or something. Headed to the car.
Yeah, I was thinking we left a
Hopefully
message
you
there.
are not dead.
Yeah. I was thinking we left a message there saying headed to the car, but then I wonder if we should leave a second message here at the car to say, look, maybe we'll wait a bit for him here. And then if it gets to dusk, we'll head off.
Yeah, you wait. You can actually maybe figure out a way to leave a message here, but it doesn't matter. He never shows up, and it's begins to snow again. And well, you're close to Jizaluk, the village that you had left from. But it's going to take some time to get back there. And yeah, Luke seems to be gone. Who knows where at this point. And yeah, if you have any closing role play as you hop in the Jeep and take it slow back to the village, let's hear it.
Yeah, George isn't a particularly religious man, but as he looks out to the hills and thinks about what out to the mountains and thinks,
about what they just left. He mutters something that's as close to a prayer as he ever gets. He kind of looks around and says, "Well, Luke, if you're out there, God help you. Hope we see you again." And kind of gives a sort of half salute, and then gets into the jeep next to Sartaj.
Lena is scribbling furiously in a notebook, sketching out images of these fish-like amphibian humanoids with little notations to the side. Very tough hide, difficult to penetrate, long, sharp claws, black blood, possible psychic abilities, question mark, question mark.
Sartaj in the jeep is silent. He doesn't say much. He's extremely worried. When they get to the village, he looks to George. "You must leave immediately. I do not want the scroll in my village and the ill it brings. You wish to take it back to your people, do so. But whatever it was, I do not think they will stop looking for this."
George shakes Sartaj's hand and says, "Thank you, old friend. I'm sorry we even had to bring it back through here. I wouldn't expose you or your village to... it's not his village, this one, is it? Or is
That's
it?
up to Sartaj. I don't think it was. I think he's been planned as it is.
Yeah, I mean, not my. Yeah, it's like my village, like where I live, not my village as mine.
No, I was just thinking...
Yeah. But yeah, this
So-
is where he lives. Yes.
Okay, so George will say to him, I would not have brought this here for, well, all the gold. Were it not, had it not been that those were my orders and I had little choice. But thank you once again, old friend. You have been a rock throughout this journey. You've relied on your strength, your courage, and your knowledge of these mountains. I will not forget it.
Please be careful, Master George. I do not think this is going to end, or what you see. Yeah, I do not think it is simply as is. There is forces at play. I know you're not a religious man, but I am, and religion is always full of stories of good and evil, mm, light versus dark, humans versus monsters. And I fear this is one of those. I fear your superiors may not understand what it is that they seek. Yes, I understand the Germans seek it too. Maybe they just want to keep it away from the Germans. And I do know that in that cave, when we were all looking at it, I felt strange. I thought it was a headache. I do not know if it was more.
George nods and says, "Well, I can't answer these questions here. My duty is clear, regardless of where it leads. I'm hopeful that perhaps they know something more of this than I do. After all, what is the supernatural but pieces of the world we don't understand yet? Maybe they understand more than we do."
Lena looks up from her notepad and looks at George, and her hand goes to her eye patch, and she flips it up for a second, and she looks at George with both eyes, and it seems like she can see out of it. But she says, Some things are parts of our world that we do not understand, but I will tell you this, George. There are things from beyond our world and beyond our understanding. And once we give them a foothold here, and she taps her eye and then puts the eye patch back on, there is no closing that door.
George looks at her in concern, and it's not quite clear whether he's concerned for her or concerned about what she's saying, but he does look concerned. And he said, well, look, I think we need to get back with this scroll, and, well, I don't know about you, but I could do with a drink, he says in an attempt to kind of lighten the mood a little bit, realizing it's a bit late.
Speaking of which, Frank is kind of looking at the mountains, away from the group a little bit, I think, and he lifts it up to where they left. Luke pours a little bit out from his flask, and well, here's to you, Luke. Hope you made it out of there, or at least died well. And he comes over, and cigarette in his mouth, and comes up to Sartaj. You're tough as nails, Sartaj. Thank you for getting us out of there.
It is my duty. I am glad you are safe. I'm sorry that Mr. Luke is not here with us. Once I get some rest, I will go out again searching for him.
George looks a bit concerned and says, be very careful, Sartaj. Slightest hint that those things might be out there, just don't be a hero. He smiles, pats him on the shoulder. But it's a kind of awkward gesture because he does look genuinely concerned.
It is hard. It is hard for a Sherpa to leave somebody back. I understand that we couldn't stay long, but I know now what lies. I will do my best to stay safe, and I will take another guide with me, a younger person with more experience and strength. We'll do our best to search. If not, we will say a prayer for our friend here. May his soul find its way to whatever God or heaven he believes in.
As you talk about prayers, you see the village in the distance, and everything looks as you left it. There's snow on the ground from the snowfall that had happened when you left, like a day and a half ago. And yeah, all seems well, except you know that not so far away it is most certainly not. And maybe something growing throughout the world, who knows? And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Hey.